got Wizzrobe versus Hungrybox.
We got Wizzrobe versus Hungrybox.
Oh baby, this is gonna be quite a match. This is winner of this is in such a good spot for the rest of their bracket. For the rest of their bracket, right? Because winner of this plays the winner of Mango Triff.
Right.
And you know, Wizzy does pretty well, I think, versus HBox to say the least. I think their head-to-head has gone very solidly in Wizzy's favor over like the last few years.
Yeah.
The head-to-head being.
It's interesting that you say it because lifetime they're actually very even. It's 21 to 22, I think, in HBox's favor, but it doesn't tell the whole story.
That's
right?
like the earlier parts of their rivalry. In 2024, it's 5-1 in Wizzy's favor.
That's crazy.
With the last 4 sets going to Wizzrobe. They played actually most recently at Platfight, and it was a solid 3-0.
It was. It was. Yeah, I mean, there are these events where I think you talk about Hungrybox, though, and he comes in and he has this, like, confidence about him, and he's playing different. He's not over-indexing on certain things that he thinks works in specific matchups. And then he has these insane breakout performances. I'm thinking Collision 2024, or 2023, excuse me. I'm thinking SmashCon, right? The wins over Cody at both of those, taking Zane to Game 5, almost taking a set over him as well. He has the pieces. They're just not all put together yet.
Right.
And we talked to him right before we got into this block, and he said, I am feeling really good, to be honest with you. Really, really good. He thinks he has a good shot to win it.
Definitely does. I mean, this is one of the stronger showings from HBox within the last few tournaments that he's been to. He got 4th at Platfight, got 3rd at LACS Rivals, 5th at Don't Park, 3rd at Wavelength. So, I mean, like you're saying, there are definitely signs of, you know, possibility here for HBox to be the tournament winner that we all know and love him to be. But it just hasn't happened in a while. The last time that HBox won a major was Riptide 2022. So it's
almost 3 years,
almost
2.5 years.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, that's it's an interesting drought because we had a good friend Edwin Budding talk to us about a couple other stats. The longest other drought he had was back in like 2013, 2014, and that was only maybe like a year or so where he didn't win a major and then proceeded to win everything else under the sun, you know, for a long period of time.
That's right.
But weirdly enough, Wizzrobe has still remained as this like consistent threat to his bracket path, and now he has to get through him.
Yeah, and on the flip side, I think Wizzy's also kind of in that, you know, when's the next time Wizzy's going to win a major of that kind of caliber? The last time was Main Stage 2021. Of course, did win CEO last year.
Right.
Over HBox, actually. But, you know, both of these players are just knocking on the door for another major win, and it's just, I just wonder who's gonna get there first.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some interesting losses on Wizzy's side. Recently lost to Nikki, to Triff, to SDJ players, and specifically actually characters that Wizzrobe is astonishingly good against. Right? So really, really unorthodox losses that we would see from this player. But on the flip side, he beat Plup yesterday. That's like for the first time ever.
Yeah, so that usually doesn't happen. In the way that Wizzy is like super favored versus HBox, I feel like Plup is super favored versus Wizzy, right? So to have that happen really speaks to me of how locked in Wizzy might be going into this top 8. What I want to say about this particular head-to-head is I feel like there are very few players that can frustrate Hungrybox.
Yes,
and I feel like
100%.
Wizzrobe and his style and the style that he employs versus Jigglypuff, it's actually kind of difficult to contend with because he plays relatively defensively, right? Like if you watch Salt play this matchup, you know, like kind of in your face, definitely takes your time in certain moments. But I think Wizzy will really exemplify the idea of wanting to take your time and wait for your like open up air, catch your drift, catch your grab.
I'm really glad you said that too because I had interviewed Wizzy after he won CEO, and we talked about kind of like the evolution of his play style versus Jigglypuff in particular, because I think when you live in the same region for as long as these two had with each other, you kind of have to over-index into certain matchups. Like you're going to learn how to beat Hungrybox, or you're going to drown eventually. It's a hard pill to swallow. But Wizzy had told me early on, I'm talking like Optic Arena, like 2018, 2017, he had really boiled his game plan down to, I'm going to stay on the top platform and I'm going to stomp, and if the puff's below me, I'm going to up air. And if it goes 8 minutes, it goes 8 minutes. I really don't care. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to play the vertical up and down. He has evolved this game plan so tremendously, and I'm thinking of the pivot butt grab that he got at CEO to win that tournament. That was all thought out as he was recovering. He told me on our interview, oh yeah, I think I had like 3 different setups in my mind, but that was like the one that I thought would work the best, so I just went for it.
Mapped out everything
Yeah.
like a chess player
Exactly.
mapping out moves. My goodness.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
But Hungrybox, again, time and time again, one of the 5 gods of Melee, obviously. He has that title for a reason. He's been met with plenty of challenges before, and this is just another one. Let's see if he can get past it.
Yeah, let's not forget, Hungrybox, #1 player in 2017, 2018, and 2019. Never gotten lower than 8th on every single ranking.
Yep. Also
that
here
crazy?
as well,
That's-
the only player in Genesis history to make top 8 every single year.
Every time.
Single
That's,
year.
that's consistency. Another crazy record that HBox has is having, not missing top 8 from Big House 4 till tipped off.
Right. It was like over a decade.
Yeah, and
But-
okay, there you go. Okay,
Wizzy might say, you know,
doesn't care about records.
Enjoy 7th. So.
Wizzy does not care about records. Wizzy only cares about down throw to knee.
Oh, hang on. Okay. Spent already a lot of jumps, but got back to ledge.
But I asked everybody how long that record actually is tournament-wise.
Right.
It's 111 tournaments that HBox has gotten in a row.
That's actually the craziest thing I've
so
ever heard.
many.
Okay.
That's a lot of top 8s.
That's a lot of top 8s. And he's got
Man,
another
that's
one under his
consistent.
belt right now, but he's playing from a stock behind already, and he waited for that roll. Wizzrobe is just so on top of it. And look at the way, again, I mean, you said Wizzy is so good at playing defensive, right? He gets to boil down his game plan as HBox gets this stock to, you want to try to stomp behind the Jigglypuff, and that is like the absolute worst case scenario for HBox, right? Because you have to play a mix-up from that point forward.
Yeah. Oh my god, and Wizzy is so good. So with the down throw, there are mix-ups on the DI that Jigglypuff can do that make it kind of difficult to get the down throw knee. HBox you're going to see going in, going out, going like straight up, and Wizzy is catching all of them so far.
Yeah.
Which is a good sign for this matchup, because that's a pretty big win condition from Falcon's end here. Can you get the down throw knee?
For sure.
And also playing around crouch and puff really well. You don't want to be grabbing crouch and puff, because that's going to be a rest in your face.
Yeah, I
Gotta
mean,
watch
like,
out
the
for that.
stop and go of this, right, is if you see the puff crouching, Falcon lets the stomp rock, right? If otherwise, maybe you go for grab and you can pick it up, get your down throws, get your mix-ups that you had mentioned before. But Wizzy plays that so well, and the other thing that he does incredibly well is, that we just saw, is he mixes in jabs to interrupt early jumps from HBox.
That is very nice. The jab is super good, because sometimes you get a grab off of it. If not, you like reset back to neutral. If they're in the air, maybe you get an aerial. Okay.
I can't believe Wizzy crouched on top platform, like he was ready to hold down regardless.
Hey, why not? I mean, Falcon is super good with the crouch cancel too. So let it rock.
Yeah, and this is the pace that both players want to be at, but HBox obviously doesn't want to play behind. What is this?
HBox DI'd out!
Why?
You don't have to do
Why would
that.
he do
You
that?
can hold in.
Back to ledge.
I guess you're really not expecting, like, for that particular DI, you're drifting away as Jigglypuff, and so when you're drifting away, you're DIing away. Oh my god.
I can't believe Wizzy is making HBox work this hard for this edge guard. Like, please, HBox, like, get me out of this hell. I can't take this anymore. Okay, playing with a stock deficit. And again, I mentioned it for a second time. This is the pace that I believe both players probably want to be playing at, right? But HBox lost the first stock.
Yeah, I think this is definitely what Wizzy wants to be playing at, but I think HBox would love if the Falcon went in a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, God!
That's going to be our first game here for Wizzrobe. No reboot required quite yet.
Okay. Will Wizzy continue the 4-set win streak against HBox?
Right.
HBox going to have something to say about it here.
It's interesting you said, of course Wizzy, HBox wants Wizzy to kind of come in a little bit more, right? I forget who I was talking about with this recently. I think HBox plays better when he gets to go in, right? Like when he gets to set the tempo, and this isn't a matchup where he really gets to choose that.
Oh my god, that KOs.
Oh my God.
Okay, so HBox counterpick Yoshis, and that is definitely the scary part of counterpicking Yoshis. You get need at like
Yeah, he
40.
died at like 60 after hit or something.
And to your point about HBox wanting to be like a little bit more close quarters, I think that's the reason why HBox chose this stage.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, oh my god, Wizzy is just letting the stomps rock. God damn.
Big grab, just back to ledge.
Okay, yeah. And, I love the placements of these up airs, just catching HBox drifting in.
Yeah, I mean, I think the theory that you had pointed out, Vish, is sound, right? Like, because you can get earlier edge guards like this, you can play closer quarters like HBox likely wants to do, but he's gonna die from that back air cross stage.
The nice part about this stage, and HBox has said this before, where you can at least make comebacks a little bit better, right?
Yeah,
On a stage like Dreamland or, you know, bigger stages, it's tougher to make the comeback.
Oh! Nice. Okay, he got those.
What's the punish here? You get stomped? Oh, you didn't do like the, oh God.
It's just better. It's just better, Vish.
It's so good. Wizzy doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. Oh, good. That's insane. Okay.
Okay. Okay, there's the crouch coming through for the stomp, but he's just gonna get the stock outright instead. Wizzrobe up two.
Oh my goodness, Wizzy just running away with it right now. He's so good. He's so good at this matchup. He's locked in.
He's locked in. Game number 3. We're gonna expand the blast zones a little bit. Oh my God!
Oh my God! Wizzrobe!
Give him a minute! Please, God!
Oh, catching. Oh God, and gets the stock. Oh my goodness. Oh baby. Wizzrobe just doesn't stop.
He does not stop.
Sorry for the... Ooh.
And it...
I love these little aerials that Wizzy's been putting out, right?
Yeah.
Like the back airs in particular, like the fade back airs, like these up airs in center stage, super good. Sorry for the cuts in.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of audio issues happening right now, but oh my goodness.
As the dust settles, though, this is Wizzrobe. I mean, closer differential that we've been seeing at least from games 1 and 2.
And I love the crouching too. That's exactly where Falcon wants to be, right? Like you want to stay a little bit grounded.
That's such a right idea.
I'm telling you.
I'm glad that he pulled the trigger. Crouching pump, hidden rest, but it's just going to be a forward smash here.
You really got to watch out for crouching pump.
And I thought he would let it rock after the first empty hop. So we have to see those mix-ups come into play as well.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, that time I think in that kind of percent you might go for up air and then, you know, net a couple more uppers maybe into knee, but I understand wanting to go right into knee. And look at the little dash dance before the knee. Wizzy is trying to call out HBox in the air right now. Ooh, that could have maybe confirmed if Wizzy took a little faster. Oh, no jumps. Where did they go?
Oh, HBox just looked down, so sad at his controller. So where did all the jumps go? He will get the stock right here, so there is a shot for Hungrybox to get one on the board over Wizzrobe.
Clutch box activated.
Clutch box activated. Are you entering the clutch box zone? Okay, wait for the drill into an up tilt, right? If he lands behind Wizzrobe's shield, I'm wondering if he's going to let that one go again.
And just waiting for a crouch, waiting for like Wizzy to do...
Turnaround grab, off stage.
Oh, gets the ledge faster than HBox can put out a forward air. That's huge. Oh, Hang on. Good DI on that third up air. That could have been an up air knee. It would have been curtains. Nope. Oh, and you called it out. Wizzy just cuts it off. A solid 3-0.
Solid 3-0.
No clutch got activated here today. My goodness.
That was the winner side of bracket. So HBox does get another chance here, but Wizzrobe remains inevitable in this matchup.
Honestly, it really is unfortunate that there was that SD that HBox had. You know, it was like pretty low percent KO. It's Puff will make it back with jumps usually, so I don't really know what exactly happened there. Just didn't realize how few jumps you had or how far away you were from the stage.
For sure.
Didn't do air dodge just in time. But even amidst that, Wizzy just closes it out.
Just closes it out.
And you want to do that. You really want to close it out against HBox.
Well, what's crazy is he did a jump read on like like the third or fourth jump from HBox too. So you're just like expecting to air one out in that position. But hey, good stuff to Wizzrobe. Again, this is winner side of bracket, so not the end of the road for Hungrybox quite yet.